Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, let me get this going. Get rid of that. Okay. Check 1, check 2. Let me get this set up here. What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Let me get this thing turned on. Okay, I'm going to do it sideways. Should I do it vertical or sideways? What do you think?
Vertical.
You want to go vertical?
Try it.
Okay, hold on. Apple Byte. Hanging out with us on the tubes.
Here, I'll send you the links for that.
Okay, good. Let's do this and that. What up, YouTubers? We're just getting ourselves situated and set up. Oh no. I just dropped my phone. Oh no. Oh no. Let's go here. So, we've been gone. We've been on vacation. I need to get this thing started. Perfect. It's all good to go.
Lee, your body is ready.
Who are you?
He said his body is ready. I don't know what that means really, but
Oh
fun.
man.
Sounds fun, Lee.
Sounds like a trip, Lee. Okay, let's see if this works.
Drew Perry. Howdy.
Let's get this tripod action going on. Okay. This thing's gonna fall.
Max O'Neill in the UK. He says, "Wow."
Wait, why is he saying wow?
I don't know.
He's saying wowie.
Oh, good afternoon, and it's 10 p.m. in the UK.
Goodness. What's up, Periscopers? What's up, YouTubers? Finally, we are in sync. We are on. We are live. I'm back from Hawaii. Beecham is back from his vacation. Highlight bling. Taco Wolf's like, highlight bling. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me get this CNET. Let's get this thing going on. So, like we do every week, a little bit of Apple Byte Extra Crunchy. We just talk a little bit about the Apple goodies. More in. Oh, look at this. My phone is in the way.
I know, it's kind of cool.
No. Should I put it here? I'll put it here. Yeah. So just a little bit of extra talking, new stories, new developments. Aloha, brah. Angel 2075. We just do it all here. And people on YouTube that are watching, they're like, start the show at 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Someone always puts that post and everyone likes it so they can get through it all. Lee loves the shout out, man.
Right on.
Madison, Wisconsin. Gensolov, okay, we always like to do this. Where are you guys from? Where are you guys representing? Before we start the show, we got to give some shout outs to everybody. We want to get this party started. Mr. DJ Roman, Nigeria's up in here. Atlanta, AZ, the yo from Yamito is here. Murrieta, California, Indiana. I got to see this tied up. Oh, man, this is hard. Magic Mahad, hi. Scotland from Levi, 77. Liverpool, UK. Houston, Vivian. You guys are crazy. Honolulu, Hawaii. I was just there.
That's where I want to be.
I was just there for the whole week.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's where I was on vacation.
That's awesome.
Miami, Florida. X1 Prince, OK, Oklahoma. Roma, Italy. I love it. Isn't that crazy how international this whole thing is? Okay. Let's see if we can get it. So again, before we start, we're going to start in probably like a few seconds. Apple Byte Extra Crunchy, all the extra news and stories and stuff that we could talk about. Everything in the world of Apple. Good stuff, bad stuff. It takes time to catch up. When you're gone for a week and you don't read anything, it's the greatest feeling.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
But then when you come back, you're like,
oh my God,
dude,
I'm overwhelmed.
I gotta I think
a lot
like
of stuff
a
happened.
billion products came out while I was like surfing on a beach. And I am not complaining at all. It was worth every second. Australia also, for people, a little extra bonus content. Not really, it's just a story I'm going to tell. Did I tell you that I was on a beach and a guy is Lanikai Beach? I was in the water. I snorkel everywhere, probably around 50, 60 yards. I was out because I like to go out far out.
Uh-huh.
A dude in the same beach, and Lanikai is not the biggest beach, shark attack.
Oh my God.
So
That is scary.
jet skis came in. The patrol fire department, they told us get out of the water, right?
Wow.
And I was like, whatever. So I take a picture of the beach. I'm like, oh, this beach looks super clear because some guy got attacked by a shark.
Uh-huh.
Little did I realize how close it was to me. I mean, it wasn't super close, but more like it was a 12-foot tiger shark. Quite honestly, from the distance where I was, where the guy was bitten, could have made it over to me in like 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That is scary, man. That's like one of my biggest fears. Sharks.
It's scary. So the shark did recognize me from the apple bite and then kept swimming. But he did take a bite out of it. Dude, so not funny.
Did the guy get hurt?
Dude.
He was bad.
So
right?
follow-up story. The guy ended up losing both feet.
Oh my God. That is.
And then a week before, there was another shark attack where a 25-year-old kid lost his entire like upper leg above his knee.
Oh my.
So there were all these shark attacks happening in Hawaii within a week. So I took some
of global warming, right?
Something's messing it up.
All the whales are coming close to shore. All the sea lions are washing up on beaches. All the sharks are.
Did you hear about
everybody.
the sea snakes?
Yes, in LA. Yeah,
dude,
they're all. That's
the
because of El
venomous
Nino. El
sea-
Nino. They're saying
The venomous sea snakes? I don't even want to mess with that. That's some freaky ass ish.
the ocean is scary. I'm so frightened.
I love the ocean. That's what makes me sad. I want to keep on loving the ocean. I don't want to think about that stuff.
There's so many things in there that could just get you.
Oh my gosh. Cool story, bro. Fanuels 66 SoCal. Cool story, bro. What up, Alabama? Okay, enough of us talking, chopping it up.
Let's do it.
We've got 300 people up in this Periscope, yo.
Nice.
Let's see how long they stick around. Okay, make that $2.95 after I said that. All right, Apple Byte, we're going to get it rolling. Let me get my stories in line and we can talk shop. Yeah, I think we're good to go, bro. All right.
From the CBS, I opened it to the wrong camera. Look at that.
You're on vacation. You are on vacation.
Start it again here.
Hey, we got to do a redo.
Redo.
Redo. For all you that are watching, it's because the audio music is playing right before we start the show. We're coming. The wrong
camera.
Yeah, it was like
previewed.
just an empty space of a body.
That's pretty fun.
All right, it was good. We'll do it again for the peeps that don't know.
Okay, here we go. From the top of the CBS Interactive building in sunny San Francisco, California, it's the Apple Byte Extra Crunchy with your host, Brian Tom.
Woo! What's up, everybody? Man, you guys have been desperately waiting for this moment. 2 weeks we've been gone. Steven, you've been on vacation,
2 weeks,
right?
Yeah.
The beach is on vacation.
Vacation.
Last week I was on a beach. I forgot I'm representing the Honu.
Oh, hell
the
yeah.
turtle.
Look at that.
Oh, man. I did actually see it at
Did you just
Hanelma Bay.
Swim with some?
Yeah, Hanelma Bay. Turtles are common if you go far and out, but I never see one. I finally got one. This like imprint that people can or can't see is when it surfaces and it just goes nice and slow up to the water. Took a breath right between me and my lady.
Oh, wow.
And we were like, ah! And of course my GoPro ran out of battery.
Oh, no.
And it was terrible. But I swam through this huge school of I think they're trevallies, these like big silver fish. There's like some cool rock formations if you find them that you can like swim under, like kind of baby arches and tunnels.
Oh, wow, cool.
I did not see an octopus. I did see an octopus last year.
Nice.
I don't know why we're talking about this. I got all excited about it, right?
That is exciting, man. I got to swim with turtles too.
Yeah,
it's
like
fun. It's amazing. It's incredible.
It's awesome.
They're giant.
Doesn't it? It feels like they're like dinosaurs of the past because they move slow and you're just there and they're just chilling. They don't eat you.
No.
But it was really cool. Anyways, welcome everybody. It's Apple Byte Extra Crunchy. This is episode, I believe, 12. We're rocking 12
like
episodes already. And just to let you know, coming soon in a few new future episodes, we're getting sponsored.
Hell yeah, we're
Boom.
sponsored.
12 in, is that a record for a CNET podcast?
Could be.
Quite honestly, come on. But we will there's not going to be some weird ass ad. It's going to be like we're going to make up our ads.
We get to make the ads ourselves, which is the best part.
That's going to be awesome. Unlike any other. Okay, everybody, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Apple Byte Extra Crunchy here to talk all about the Apple stuff, the news, the rumors, new developments. It's a complimentary piece to our Apple Byte podcast video that drops every Thursday. We do want to tell you again, because we've been gone for 2 weeks, but you guys are still all calling, which is what we love. Phone number is 1-800-616-2638. All you have to do is leave us a voicemail. We'll listen to it. If it's good enough, we'll answer your question. Try and keep it around what? We like to keep them around 15 to 20 seconds?
20,
maybe we'll give them 20 seconds.
30 tops.
Sometimes a minute is pushing it, but if it entertains us, sometimes we listen to it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. That's what we're here for, right? Entertainment.
And sometimes guys call and they leave a long one, and then they call back and edit themselves and leave a shorter one. So
don't do that.
That usually helps.
Oh, it does help.
Helps us.
You got to get it right one time. We get it right. Obviously, here on our show, we get it right every time, right, Beach?
Perfect.
No
Perfection.
redos, no retakes, none of that. Okay, let's get to the stories. The biggest news really dropping this week. Tim Cook at WSJD Live. It's a live kind of conference and panel where they talk to people in the world of tech. Tim Cook was interviewed there, stands for Wall Street Journal, right? Digital, live. Here, he told us that next week, Monday, so in about a few days, Apple will be making the new Apple TV available to pre-order on Monday, and they will be shipping by the end of the week. Boom!
Finally.
This is a product that, how are you feeling about this guy? Are you going to,
About me?
Yeah, what do you?
I'm not in the market for an Apple TV, I'm sorry. A Chromecast works great for me. I have a Roku, so I don't really need one.
I'm going to definitely get one. I don't think I'm gonna get one because I have to review it.
Well, yeah, you're the Apple Byte man.
I guess so. I'm much like I bought the Apple Watch and everyone's like, "Oh, dude, you bought an Apple Watch anyways." Yeah, because I have to review them.
Totally.
And I didn't speak of it that favorably, and people got mad at me. So maybe they shouldn't have asked me to buy an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
But Apple TV will be interesting. I do want to see how it matches up with my favorite streaming box platform is Roku, though. I think they'd have the best content, the most content. And then Chromecast takes a completely different angle to it, uses the phone really as the controller in the box to drive it, and just tosses your screen instantly. So there's a lot of different things. We also have an Amazon Fire TV, but really that benefits you if you're an Amazon customer more than anything else.
Yeah.
But I still pretty much rank, in my mind, Roku tops, and then I'll put Chromecast and Apple next, depending on what you're looking for.
Does Roku have voice search now?
They do.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's helpful because typing in the little words, typing the little letters with the
you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. In addition to this Apple TV news that it'll be coming out, again, there are two models. 32 gig model will start at $149. 64 gig model will start at $199. Why do these need such large capacities? The ability now that you'll have apps available, as well as the fact that when you download certain movies, you won't have to wait. You can necessarily queue them up a little earlier, which is kind of nice as well. So it can hold on to those as well. Apple TV also just recently acquired a few new stations, or I guess you could call them channels. NBC, CBS All Access, and a venture from Willie Morris called Made to Measure, which is like fashion content, is all coming to there.
That's awesome.
So
William Morris, don't they make
Willie
cigarettes?
Is it William? Dude, we're gonna sound really stupid right now. Is it William Procter & Gamble?
Yeah.
They do the cigarettes.
Right. Yeah, I believe so.
Well, Willie Morris is like a talent agency. Someone correct.
He's like a model.
Agent. Yes.
Like a model.
Like entertainer, host, agency.
Okay.
People can correct us right now and be like, dude, you guys, I'm turning this off. You guys sound stupid right now.
It's all good. We're learning. We're still learning.
We gonna learn. Also at WSJD Live, Tim Cook had a chance to talk about other topics. He was asked directly, how many Apple Watches have you sold? Again, he said, we sold some in the... Tim Cook, they're not gonna release these figures because I really feel like the Apple Watch sales are good compared to the rest of the industry, but they just aren't that great.
Yeah, unless they're just spectacular, unless they're like breaking all records, we're not going to hear about it.
And Apple will typically boast about a product when it hits maybe 10 million units right away you'll start hearing stuff like that. They didn't say anything. So they're still keeping it close to the chest. Again, Tim Cook's line of the day is they have the highest customer satisfaction. Like, thanks. that doesn't mean
100%.
anything to me. That doesn't mean anything to me. I think that the new Watch OS 2 update that recently came out a little while ago, and they did a minor update that we'll touch upon later. My favorite part about the watch is that you can now set like a photo album of your favorites, and then random different pictures show up. Like this one, me and my bae.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Me and my bae.
Nice.
Right there, my bae. But then another time I could show it, it could be like my nieces or like a son's. That's how sad it is, right? That's what got me excited about the update of the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
It needs help. Apps, I haven't necessarily found apps still load super fast because they still have to download a lot of the data through your phone to get access to it. So I still haven't used apps on my watch that much.
Really?
That's just me. There's a lot of people that might dispute my experience, but it's there. So Apple Watch is kind of there. Tim Cook also talked about a few other topics touching upon Apple doing a car. He said really software is at the core of this to really get those great experiences, also to help with optimizing battery life. Their goal is to put an iPhone experience into a car. He also said that we'll wait and see what the future brings. Do you really care about an Apple car right now?
I don't care because I know I will not be able to afford it. So there's no point in me being excited about it, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see how they leapfrog Tesla that much.
Yeah, I know.
That's all.
Tesla has a very big footprint right now, and they're growing rapidly. So it's going to be really hard for Apple to come in and compete with them right away. But I mean, Apple has the name, the brand name, so I'm sure that's going to be a big factor.
That'll always be a big factor. As my Periscope phone just fell off into my lap. People just got a direct launch into my lap, which is quite nice. So talked about Apple Car, iPhone success, privacy. Apple still has said to this day, any phones with iOS 8 or later, they do not have any way to access your data, which is a big deal.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
There's some laws that are trying to be passed to let the government have access to the data of our phones in certain conditions, but that kind of becomes a slippery slope. Apple has just completely walled off people from getting in there and has not created a backdoor. They say iOS 8 and iOS 9, your data is protected, and even Apple can't touch it.
That's awesome. I'm all for
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe them right now.
I want to believe that.
I'm going to believe them right now. Let's talk about stuff that's out right now this week, pretty much. Or what is it? This week or last week? I'm getting my weeks all mixed up. Last week. I can't even remember now.
Last week was Back to the Future week. So everything we were inundated with Back to the Future news, reports, videos. So it's all a blur right now to me.
I am so confused right now. Okay. October 13th, that's what it was. When I was gone on vacation, that's when my brain is on vacation, Apple finally released updates to their new iMac line. So the 21.5-inch iMac now gets a Retina display on it. The 27-inch iMac still has a 5K display. The pricing starts at $14.99 for the 21.5-inch, and I believe it's $17.99 for the 27-inch. But also, you're getting some killer accessories. They've revamped all of their Mac Trackpad 2, their Magic Mouse 2, their Magic Keyboard. They all have lithium-ion batteries built inside, and they can all be charged with a Lightning connector. I haven't even used them because I literally came back from vacation. At the same time, I don't really actually like Apple's mouse. I think it's too low profile.
What about the clear trackpad thing? That's kind of it's supposed to have all the what do you call it? The hand gestures.
The gestures and stuff. It's cool, but I still prefer using a mouse. I actually like the mice. I like the feel of some of Logitech's mice and Microsoft's mice better. They have a better arch on it. It just fits my hand better.
Yeah.
Like Apple's are too low profile for me.
I mean, it's basically just trying to be like an iPad screen, right? It's the new mouse.
They have and they have even on the trackpad, it has force touch stuff. So you can push in it extra hard. You can, if you're reading something, you can get maybe definitions on screen of that word.
I see.
Or quick access to a visual representation of a map.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. I don't know. Sometimes
I haven't seen people widely adopt it. I haven't seen anyone in the office here with it.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think, people are just used to using a mouse. We've been using a mouse for like 20, 30 years now. So
There's the only shortcut that I've loved the most out of all this stuff is like when you can get a shortcut with your desktop apps and everything clears off, or the expose where everything minimizes. That's when I like it.
yeah.
That's when I like it. But anyways, Apple's new accessories are out. Probably if I had to give anything a try, I'll give the keyboard out a try.
Cool.
But it's a little shallower. It looks interesting. It looks more stylish, but I don't care. Honestly, I just want my keyboard to feel good.
Yeah, it just has to be comfortable. You have to be able to type fast. That's all I worry about.
Typing, that's probably a good thing.
Yep.
So those are all products that are out, that are new as of last week. And, I guess you could say this week. And people are like, oh, you're a week behind. Yeah, we haven't had a show for 2 weeks.
We're way behind.
Get off it. Sorry. Yeah, we are way behind. All right, this is kind of fun. I always like these type of random surveys that come out when the holidays are just around the corner. Best Buy has a consumer survey that reveals the top tech gifts for the holiday season. Now, did you look at this or not? Are you looking at it right now? You're looking at it right now.
I'm trying to get it up right
now.
Don't
look at it right now.
Okay. I'll wait.
If you had to guess, let's say I'm going to give you a chance to guess 5. Just guess in the top 10. This is all of the products that are out right now, okay?
Okay.
Apple, Microsoft, Samsung, everything, headphones, health wrist wearables, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to give you a few moments to think about it. If you can name we'll see how many you can get in the top 10, okay?
Okay.
I'm curious.
Let me see. Definitely iPhone 6S.
No.
Okay. Roku?
No.
No. That's surprising too. Apple Watch?
Not the
Probably
top
not.
10, top
Probably not.
15.
Top 15. Okay. Chromecast?
No. Okay, you want to stop guessing?
Yeah, just let me stop.
This is surprising to me, but this is based on Best Buy's data. The number one product people want for the holidays, iPad.
Wow. That is surprising.
Because the iPad market, the tablet market has continuously been declining the past like 3 or 4 quarters.
But
so that's good for Apple.
That is good, but why now? Is it because
I don't know.
Everyone's older iPad is finally old?
Maybe. I think that depending on they don't say specifically, the age range of this exact survey. Let me see if they actually here. Okay. This is for millennials, ages 18 to 34. They put consumer electronics firmly at the top of their preferred gift list, and this is what they came up with. So 18 to 34-year-olds that love tech. All right, number 1, iPad.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, not talked a bunch about, but my favorite travel product all time. Bose Quiet Comfort 25 noise-canceling headphones.
Okay, that makes sense.
Those are gold when you travel.
I love noise-canceling headphones.
Gold. Yeah. Number 3, a MacBook.
Which is like the most expensive laptop computer you can buy.
Number 4, the Samsung 48-inch Smart 4K Ultra HD TV.
Nice.
I have an issue with this.
Why?
4K don't mean squat on a 48-inch TV. You don't get any real true benefits of watching video on a 48-inch screen. Yeah. You got to go 65, 70 or larger if you really want to see the benefits of 4K. So that's just dumb. That's just dumb. Okay, I should take back your Roku statement. Number 5, Sharp 43-inch Smart HD TV with Roku. So it's like a Roku-based TV. I have one of those at home.
Oh, okay, cool.
I dig it. Okay. I'll go through just the top 10 real quick. Number 6, Microsoft Surface. Man, I mean,
that's pretty awesome. That's huge.
The Surface,
right? Number 6
to be in the top 10. Number 7, Bose SoundLink Mini Bluetooth speaker.
Okay, Bluetooth speakers are hot during the holidays.
Interesting though that the Best Buy consumer Bose is a strong brand with them, right? We have 2 Bose products in the top 10. Number 8, the Fitbit Charge HR. I totally get that. Okay. They're super popular wearable, arguably the number 1 sold wearable out right now.
I feel like it's the top one.
I see it on people all the time.
Yep.
Samsung Galaxy Tab S2 is at number 9.
It's still alive and kicking, huh?
Still alive. And number 10, Dyson's V6 Absolute Bagless Cordless Vacuum.
Those are very expensive, man.
Dude, they're
Dyson vacuums.
Woo!
Like
crazy. for the good model, it's like easily over $300. And for the great model,
I was thinking like $500.
Dude, the great models, yeah, $500, $600, $700. Goodness, that's just scary. That's scary.
And they're also like one of the worst reviewed vacuums on CNET, by the way, from the CNET home people.
Do they
They
hate
hate Dysons, man.
Oh, man,
Every one of them.
because they're super overrated?
Because
Is
they're
that
just
why?
they're overpriced. I think mainly they lose because of the price. But yeah, they're just really expensive.
I mean, I've been swept up in the whole idea of the brand because I've been looking at Dysons. That's why I know all their pricing. I'm like, are you killing me?
CNET smart people know what's up.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's just a breakdown of the top 10 holiday wish list. Apple Watch came in at number 12, in case you guys were wondering, but it was not in the top 10 at all. Again, iPad number 1, probably the most surprising thing to me out of that list
The
was that
Roomba number 14. I would recommend a Roomba before a Dyson. Just by the way,
because it does the work for
you
you.
don't have to do anything.
Roombas are actually pretty good.
I want one. I'm not even kidding. I want one really bad. I'm tired of sweeping my house.
So then don't do it anymore. This year is the year.
Santa.
Okay, Santa, ho ho ho. Since we're talking about iPads being so popular, let's talk about the iPad Pro, the product that I've been dying for 2 years. It's coming out, and I admittedly admit on my show that the Surface Pro is a superior product because of its hybrid nature, its ability to be a desktop OS as well as a tablet-based OS. It's a better product, but because I'm in the Apple ecosystem, not only just my music, movies, and purchases, the apps, it does tend to come down to the ecosystem and the apps.
Yeah.
I'd still want an iPad Pro.
I would be totally stoked to have an iPad Pro. It would be awesome. Definitely here.
As a gift or something you bought?
A gift. I would not buy one. Dude, sorry. Give me an iPad Pro.
That's what it sounded like in your voice. I'm like, oh,
know.
he wouldn't buy one, but he
No.
would get one as a gift for sure.
I would happily accept one.
The rumors is that the iPad Pro, according to Mako Takara and their Chinese-based supply chain sources, will be available on November the 6th.
Okay.
That would be the week after the Apple TV. If so, earlier rumors pointed to the fact that Apple TV would be available sometime in early November. So this could line up right. There's been no confirmation from Apple at all. But the iPad Pro, November 6th.
Right on.
Right on. And then this is kind of cool. We always see patents that get filed by Apple. Some of them are accepted. Some of them are granted. Some of them we never see the light of day. Some of them are both granted and we never see anything about them. Apple has a new kind of magnetic multi-use iPad stand that was recently granted to them. An original patent that they filed back, I believe, somewhere around 2013. And so whether you can see this or not, basically it's kind of like a cup that magnetically connects on the bottom of the iPad, and then outside of it is this kind of mounting bracket. And Apple used a lot of examples where you could maybe put it on the dashboard of your car. You could put it on like a fitness runner. You could do things like put it on a tripod or a music stand. And then they even showed like an image where you could put 2 iPads side by side to look like an iBook.
That's cool, man. I would totally get one of these.
With what iPads?
I have one iPad.
Okay.
And I would, I'd use it definitely at the gym. Put it on the treadmill as they
See,
have
that would actually be cool.
Yeah, totally.
I wouldn't lie. If I was a treadmill user, I would do that. Or even if they had different. The thing about this is it's some mounting bracket, so they have to make them available everywhere. But if I could just dock it somewhere and use it, why not?
I have like a little iPhone mount for my car.
Yeah.
And I put it on, I watch like CNN or something while I'm driving. It's just like, it's like right in front of me. It's not
I know what you're
dangerous
saying.
really. But if I had an iPad, I'd probably even go for that. That would be great for my kids, by the way.
you're all by the way, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's a patent application for this kind of mounting bracket base that could connect to an iPad. Pretty cool. Whatever. They may or may not make it, but the reason why I brought it up is because the iPad Pro has really started to create its whole family of accessories. They have the Apple Pencil,
The Apple Pencil.
and their keyboard case. So we'll see how that all shakes out. iPhone news. This is always kind of funny. HTC recently released their new A9 phone, and images of the rear of the phone make it look exactly like, not even trying to be different, but exactly like an iPhone 6 design.
Wow. Yeah, look at
You
that.
have the complete metal backing. You have the lines. Now, I will give them credit. For the record, HTC was, if I recall right, the first phone that came with a metal unibody. The original HTC One, which I owned because I loved it, had that whole full body. Now, this is funny because they had to defend themselves. Jack Tong, literally that's the name, president of HTC North Asia, not related to me, Jack Tong, we might be related, we're all related, said, "We're not copying. We made a unibody metal-clad phone in 2013. It's Apple that copies us in terms of the antenna design on the back." Jack Tong, president of HTC North Asia.
He has a point there. Everyone's like, "Oh, the iPhone's first." No,
it's true.
It wasn't first.
He says the A9 is made thinner and more lightweight than our previous metal-clad phones. This is a change and evolution, and we're not copying. Okay, well, he was right about the first part of the statement. That looks exactly like an iPhone.
It does.
That's pretty funny.
It's pretty awesome, though.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Good for them. Good for them. And then in another report, just some update, Apple news of what's kind of shaken and baking in the background. Intel is reportedly partnering up with Apple to provide chips for the next-gen iPhone. This won't be anything processor-based, but reports out of VentureBeat say Intel is hoping to supply its 7360 LTE modem chip to Apple for the device, and if all goes well, even potentially take part in some of the manufacturing. Right now, we know there's a Qualcomm chip inside the 6S and the 6S Plus that handles all of the wireless communications and has even faster connectivity to LTE networks. Intel, this is big money for companies.
Totally.
To get their processors and their chips inside of an iPhone. We know how many units they sell. I think there's a rough estimate that Apple might sell somewhere around 40+ million iPhones before their next quarterly earnings report, which is coming up pretty soon. I think it's coming up in a week or so. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there you go. Intel potentially getting their chips inside of an Apple iPhone. Also, stuff that's happening inside of the iPhone, software updates galore happened this week. iOS 9.1. I don't know if you guys finally got the official word, but there's these things called tacos and burritos. And
I just got the update like right before the show.
So legit.
I'm happy to see Mexican food finally represented. Thank
Finally?
you.
Okay.
Finally.
Where's my Chinese food?
I'm looking for Chinese food, right? Isn't there like
there's
some
Japanese
noodles or
Japanese food. I guess I could call that Italian too. It's noodles, right?
Yeah.
Who started noodles? You know, my dad always would say "Oh, pizza? Chinese people invented that first." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because there's mushu pork where you put all this toppings on it,
yeah.
and you wrap it. And then I'm like, "Well, isn't that kind of more like a burrito?" And he's like, "Yeah, but Chinese invented it first." It's always Chinese people invented everything first, which might be true. I don't know. Could be true. iOS 9.1, anyways, gives you crazy amount of emojis. There's a unicorn. There's the popular middle finger we talked about. People on Periscope are flipping me off with the middle finger right now.
Nice.
It's really rude. You can change the skin tone of the middle finger, though.
You can't?
You can.
Oh, you can. Okay,
Yeah.
That's good. I was going to say.
So whether you're Asian, Indian, Mexican, black, or white, or just really yellow.
That one I call...
jaundice?
No, I call it... what is this? Why am I forgetting the name of the cartoon?
Simpsons. The Simpsons. You gave him the Simpsons middle finger. Yeah, everyone. Someone just threw a bunch of. There's also some funny expressions. There's a money face.
Oh,
See,
really?
that was there's there's a dollar sign on the tongue and in the eyes.
That one's for all the hip hop people.
Yeah, it's I think there's a popping bottles. There's one where there's two hands. Oh, there's spirit hands.
Oh, here I have some B-roll.
There's some spirit hands. There's a bunch of stuff. Emojis make life better. I actually wish people would send us messages in emoji to decode. That would actually be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll do that one time. Here we go. Look at all these emojis. Chocolate chip. That was probably there already, actually. Oh, tacos. I'm talking tacos right now. There's a breakfast taco in there. There's a dog that's dressed like a taco, and there's a dude with a tank top that's tacos. How can you not love that stuff? All right. Beyond that, Watch OS 2 was updated. OS 10, El Capitan updated for better compatibility with Office 2016 as well as the emojis. And then Apple also seeded TV OS, which is in Goldmaster, which now means that's pretty much the official release that will go out to consumers when the new Apple TV comes out next week. It's always fun to get a new product.
Yeah.
But I have to spend money for it.
I know.
And for the record, people may not notice I buy my own stuff.
Yes. Brian, he does buy all his own stuff.
I've never Apple doesn't give it to me.
And then when you sell it, you usually do it for charity on eBay, which is very kind of you.
Well, I did that. I won't say it all the time, but I did,
You did
I did that a couple.
I've seen you do it a few times.
I did that a couple times
Yeah.
because of just like crazy natural disasters.
Yes.
You know what? Sometimes that stuff really hits me because I feel like we are so lucky and like we talk about tech, and it's the fact that we can talk about tech and laugh about it and goof around about it is a big deal to me because there's people in just ridiculously dire situations, and you got to like take a step back once in a while. You know, that's all. One time I did. I'm not here to brag because I don't want it to be. Oh, what have you done lately, right? But I went to Vegas and I won something like $300 playing blackjack.
Nice.
But then like the earthquakes in Haiti happened.
Yes.
And I just donated all my. I felt really bad, and I was like, I'm just gonna donate my winnings.
That was one of the biggest disasters.
That was it was horrible. There's still like rebuildings, and we don't see much about it. So, anyways, if you guys ever feel like you have, take a moment to step back. If you can do anything like that, even small things, it's always good, always good. Other than that, 4th gen, like I said, Apple TV coming out. We do want to talk about Steve Jobs' movie.
Have you seen it?
No, I have. Have you seen it?
I want to see it so bad.
So it's officially releasing nationwide this Friday, which is today.
Yes. It was only in select theaters before.
Yeah, it was really small. It was a real small rollout, but it made somewhere. It might have only been on maybe like 50 theaters, if even that, and it grossed somewhere around $2 million. I think this movie is going to be ridiculous. Every review talks about it, and it just looks insane.
I'm very excited about it.
So I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it this weekend. It's my bae's birthday weekend, which probably means she doesn't want to go see Steve Jobs for probably. But, we'll see what happens. Either way, I've got to see this movie in the next week. I can't wait.
It looks so beautifully shot, too.
Dude.
Like, whoever, they
It's
really
Danny Boyle directed, Aaron Sorkin written. Even Michael Fassbender said that he was trying to take a hiatus and a break, and when he saw the script, he said, I had to do it.
Smart move.
And then Aaron Sorkin, funny enough, never saw a Fassbender movie. He had missed everything from, let's say, what are like
I can't even think of one of his movies.
I mean, the movie that doesn't do justice, there's X-Men First Class.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's good in it, but that's not what his real range is.
Yeah.
Man, if people like someone's gonna be like, why don't you go to IMDb and why don't you type in like Fassbender and see like all the movies that he's done? Oh, he was in was he in Prometheus?
I love that movie. Was he one? Yeah, was he like the big robot guy or like
the android
guy? I think he was.
He was in Band of Brothers.
Okay, never saw that one.
X-Men Apocalypse is one of them. Prometheus he was in. Yeah.
I think of him as a serious actor, but it seems he is in a lot of sci-fi kind of things. Which is
cool. So yeah, Sorkin was like, I've never seen this guy, but then he saw some of his stuff. He's like, we have to have this guy. He became an instant fan.
It's cool.
So Steve Jobs, the movie, out this week. Got to go check it out. Let's take some phone calls, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
We have a couple voicemails, so let's hear the first one.
Hey, this is Connor. Now, I am a huge fan of CNET and also Apple. So I recently got the new 38mm Apple Watch and the new product red color. And I was just wondering, do you think it was a good buy, or do you think it was sort of a flop? Thanks. Bye.
Do you really want that answer? I don't think it's a flop. I think it's a middling product. To me, it's like a 5 or 6 out of 10 right now. It still is, even after the software update. You heard me talk about it earlier. If you love it, then I'm happy for you. But if you think I feel like you're only asking me that question because you don't think it's as good as you thought it would be. And You're curious what my opinion is.
Yeah.
And my opinion probably aligns with yours. It's not as good as you thought it would be. So,
which is a bummer.
Thank goodness I love how it looks, but man, if I did not like how it even remotely looked, I would not be wearing it.
He said
he
got a special red one. Is that like a new model?
It was just the band was like the red. Oh, okay. They have product red band with kind of a new launch of new colors of bands, basically.
I see. Okay.
So, not a dud, but.
All right, let's go to the next call.
Hey guys, it's Jordan Richards here from Adelaide, Australia. I'm just wondering, how long do you think after the iPad Pro comes out, people start complaining that they're getting hurt or impaled from the Apple Pencil being charged from the Lightning port? And secondly, do you know why Apple always uses 914? I think it's 914. Anyway, I love the show and keep on apple biting.
So yeah, I don't
don't-
think anyone's gonna get
How's
impaled
it
by
gonna
the
get-
pin.
yeah, I'm wondering, how does someone get impaled by the Apple Pencil?
Like it'll snap off that lightning connector first before you get impaled by it.
I know.
Quite honestly, you could. I mean, if you could drive a stake through a vampire's heart, you could probably drive a Apple Pencil through someone's stomach. So, go at it. What was his other question about?
914.
Oh,
Apple
yes.
commercials.
Okay, so it rang a bell because I'm like, oh no, I know why Apple a lot of times you'll see like the time 9:41. It's actually 9:41. It's not 9:14. I believe it's actually I'm pretty sure it's 9:41. And what it comes from historically, according to insiders and according to Apple, is that at the time Scott Forstall, who used to run iOS and then was actually fired because he refused to apologize about the Maps debacle, and that's why no one uses
that's
Apple
right,
Maps
yeah.
anymore.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a little history note for you. He had told someone that in Apple's keynotes, they like to, around the 40-minute mark, reveal the big thing of the keynote. But then it's so silly. They're like, well, it doesn't always happen exactly at 9:40, so we'll give or take a minute or two. And that's how 9:41 originated. Now, if you look
crazy.
at past keynotes, I think I had it pulled up here, but if you look at past keynotes, there are multiple references where Steve Jobs drops the bomb at like 9:41ish.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious.
That's very interesting.
so
That's so inside.
it's so inside baseball. That's why you see it, around there. But that's according to stories, is what it's all about. In the morning, here we go. In the morning, Steve Jobs announced the very first iPhone in 2007. Around the 42-minute mark in his keynote, he said, "Today Apple's going to reinvent the phone." Picture of the iPhone popped up displaying the time 9:42. In 2010, the first iPad was released. That was revealed. It displayed 9:41. If you check Apple's site right now, there's always 9:41, kind of used on the products and whatnot. And so there you go. That's some of the reasoning behind it.
That's pretty cool. Man.
No real reason, but a reason.
I'm gonna start looking for that now.
Yeah. And now you know. Now you know. It's so inside baseball.
That's weird.
It's weird. And Jordan, I do have to ask you a question. You could Google that.
That's so funny that you say that, because I always have like a question in my head, and before I ask like a coworker or someone sitting near me, I'm always like, I could just look that up. I don't want to bother anybody.
I think Google has made a lot of people look way smarter than they are too. But then also, Google's great. I use it just to find out about the history. I'm a big comic fan and I'm a comic geek, and there's certain things that I still don't know. And so you got to use that, and there's nothing wrong with boning up on your knowledge and then being able to spit it out. My lady will be like, "Oh, did you Wikipedia that or something?" I'm like, "Yeah." Because she knows if it's like something totally new that like neither of us really knows. She's like, "There's no way you could just know all this right away.
I know.
You clearly use the internet to learn about it."
That's funny.
I did, and you didn't, so don't get mad at. Don't hate. Don't hate. It's there for a reason.
Yep.
Okay. Was there another
Yeah, there's
call?
a couple more.
Okay, keep on
Let's go to
going.
This guy.
Hi, this is Michelle from
Oh,
Houston,
I think
Texas.
it's a woman, actually.
I want to know, what can we do to get more memory? Samsung has their little SD mini cards, and we still have to deal with Apple's in-house storage. I want to be able to record something and put it on my little mini SD card, and move it around quicker instead of have to connect my phone all the time. So we need to put a petition out or something. I'm tired of it. Thank you.
We need
Start
to
a
put out a
petition.
petition. Should we just do the? Should we do the
Yeah.
petition right now?
Sure. There's a petition website, I'm sure, that we can just create one, send it out, tweet it out.
Tweet it out. So here's the thing. Now you've actually started to see a trend of phones. We're talking about non-Apple phones, Android phones from Google, Samsung. I don't know if the new HTC A9 has a slot or not. I can't remember off the top of my head because I was gone. But more phones now are actually getting rid of that micro SD card slot instead of keeping them. But I do have a solution for you. Apple's not going to change that. They have never done that from the start. I don't see them doing it anytime soon. But Beecham, if you can look up this thing, it's called the Mophie Space Pack, MOPHI Space Pack. What it is, it's basically a case for your phone. So Mophie makes a bunch of these awesome killer battery packs. It is my personal battery case of choice. But it's the Mophie Space Pack. What makes this different though is it has storage within the battery case, ranging from something like 64 gigs additional, 128 gigs additional. And what you can do is actually use that storage space with your phone and put your music on there. You can put files. It's probably one of the coolest solutions because this is also a battery case at the same time. So that's the Juice Pack Reserve that we're showing on screen, but it's called the Mophie Space Pack. You can look them up. They're not the cheapest. I think they start typically around $100, $129, but it basically can double the storage of your device. Slap that bad boy on, and you're good to go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really killer product. I sat down with them, months ago, and they showed it to me. I'm like, I wouldn't use that, but I thought it was really cool.
Nice.
So
Here,
there you go.
I found a couple here, but you don't really have a good image of them.
What does it retail for roughly?
$150.
Yeah, see, they're not cheap.
For 16 gigs. So yeah, that's
Woo!
not cheap, man.
Because again, it's a battery case as well.
It looks like for the 64 gig, it's $200. So that's pretty pricey. But Apple does have the iCloud now for 99 cents a month for 50 gigs.
They do.
So it's $12 a year for 50 gigs of storage. It's pretty big amount of storage to move files
Do you use
around.
that?
I don't. But when I saw that option, I was like, that is a viable option that is affordable. More than what was it before? It was like $30.
Yeah,
a month, $20 a month.
I can't remember. I mean, they had to drop their storage price. It's one of those things that I've never used because I don't know. There's stuff about me where I like the idea about the cloud, but there's too many things that if it's in the cloud and then once you're disconnected, it goes away. Blah blah blah. That I just don't like.
Yeah,
like
it's tricky too. I mean, it's not easy to figure out. Like I've been playing with it, and it's not.
No, I know
it's not simple.
Or like, storing. They say they won't get access to it, but do I really want to store an exact backup of my phone on the cloud? And then when it comes time to install or reload your phone, it actually takes a long ass time to get that data from the cloud instead of just plugging in your computer through a cable too. So it takes longer too. But there are obviously advantages where the cloud works, but just for pure storage, I'm personally not as big of a fan of that. For photo storage, I think it's a different ballgame.
Yeah, totally.
I think photo storage is huge. That's where it makes the most sense for me.
Yeah.
But for just general storage, not as much.
You don't want to lose photos because that's precious times that you've recorded. That you
Of
want to
your
remember
children,
forever.
Beach.
Yes.
Your beautiful children.
I don't even want to tell you about my project backing up every digital photo I've ever taken. I backed up onto a hard drive. It took me like a couple weeks.
That's hard.
But now,
and you have to organize it too.
Yeah, it's all organized. Just in folders. 2014, 2015.
That's rough.
So it's kind of cool. You can open a folder and be like, "Oh, here's my every picture in 2015." Look at it. It's kind of neat.
That could be rough. That could be real rough.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, I just over time, all my stuff's just like in this iPhoto thing, and it's not even organized anymore, right? It just goes in there. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
It sucks. Okay. Do we have any more calls?
We have one more, and this is another example of what not to do. This guy, he makes some valid points, but he's kind of all over the place. He doesn't really make a coherent thought for a while, but here, let's listen.
Okay.
Okay, this is awesome. Yeah, so I'm watching your guys' Apple Byte Extra Crunchy Podcast, and yeah, about this Apple Ring thing. Oh my God, I just think it's ridiculous. First of all, I mean, I do not want Apple to make a car, try to compete with Tesla. I mean, first of all, Tesla, I mean, is not a thing. I mean, in my opinion, it's not a real thing yet because I don't know anyone, that drives one. If I do see a person drive it, it's
real quick. If you're in San Francisco, there are Teslas everywhere, on every corner. I almost got ran over by a Tesla the other day.
No.
It was coming out of like a parking garage. It almost hit me.
Jeez.
There's Teslas everywhere. FYI. Whoops. I tried to replay his part, but anyway, that's an example it was like a minute and 6 seconds long too. So please.
I mean, we're the only ones that gotta keep on going on and on and on about the stupidest stuff. You can't. How fair is that?
Yeah. I think he got into Mac Pros in that call too, and like iPads and Apple Watch. He commented on everything.
He was pretty much covering the entire gamut.
Yes, exactly.
What you could do to be more productive is if you guys want to call us, the number again is 1-800-616-2638. You can leave us your voicemails. Maybe call with like separate questions.
Yeah.
That might optimize your chance of, instead of just talking about like 20 different things for as long as we do.
He was just like, he was just getting a lot off his chest.
Yeah.
He was venting.
We're here for that. We'll take relationship advice. We'll do everything for you guys. So, I guess we should just wrap it up, huh? We haven't talked in a long time. I think we went really long, didn't we?
No, we're pretty good, actually.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, everybody, that's it for this week's Apple Byte Extra Crunchy. Continue to call, continue to watch, tell your mom about the show if she really wants to learn something. I'm Brian Tong, Stephen Beacham running the show as usual. We'll see you all next week. Apple Byte Extra Crunchy. Peace. Cool. Thanks everybody on the Scopies from 306 to 62. What are they talking about? I don't know. Taco Bell should sponsor. All right, everybody. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. And, peace.
Peace out.
Out.